After a two-day hiatus, BNP, Jamaat Islami and their political allies have once again returned to the streets to enforce a 48-hour countrywide road, rail, waterway blockade beginning from Sunday. BNP leaders and activists brought brisk rallies across the capital Dhaka to mount pressure on the government to quit and hold the next general elections under a non-partisan administration. Leaders and activists of BNP and its affiliated organizations staged demonstrations in some areas in Dhaka. 2 people sustained burn injuries when miscreants set a passenger bus on fire in Dhaka's Mehdia. The driver suffered burns over 28% of his body. Meanwhile, BNP's Neapolitan office remained locked on the first day of the fresh 48-hour blockade. Public transport has been lesser in number in the capital since this morning. Law enforcement agencies have been seen on high alert in the capital. 27 platoons of the BJP have been deployed in Dhaka and nearby districts to maintain law and order.
আসলে শঙ্কা আসে কখন কি হয় রাস্তাঘাটে বাচ্চা নিয়ে যাওয়া আসলে একটু আপনার ভয়ের কারণ আছে
এইভাবে অবরোধ হচ্ছে রাস্তাঘাটে এগুলো নিয়ে বাচ্চাদেরকে নিয়ে আসলে রিস্ক
একটা বিরোধী পক্ষের হরতাল অবরোধের মানুষ একটা ভীতি আছে যার কারণে লোক ঘর থেকে বেরোচ্ছে সকাল থেকে এই পর্যন্ত কোনো যাত্রী নাই
আমার সকাল থেকে না গাড়ি ছাড়ে
Several buses set on fire in 12 hours from Saturday 7 p.m. to Sunday across the country, said the fire service. On the first day of the two-day blockade called by the BNP Jamaat and their political allies, the leaders and activists took to the streets across the country with a torch procession to express their solidarity with the protest. The student wing of BNP Chhatradol locked the gates of several public universities to block access to the campuses. Meanwhile, due to apprehensions of fire incidents, bus drivers are taking extra precautions. While there were fewer buses on long routes, law enforcement agencies have been actively patrolling the roads. A bus was torched at Chattogram amid the hartal called by BNP and Jamaat to protest the arrest and remand of BNP Standing Committee member Amir Khosrow Mohammad Chaudhary and other party workers. Public transport in the port city is less than usual. Jamaat leaders and activists held demos in several districts demanding the immediate establishment of a caretaker government and the release of all opposition leaders and activists. BNP Standing Committee member Mirza Abbas has been sent to jail after completion of his interrogation period. BNP Vice Chairman Air Vice Marshal retired Altaf Hussain Chaudhary has also been sent jail as he was arrested by the RAB from the Tongi area. Meanwhile, BNP Vice Chairman Barrister Shahjahan Omar bin Uttam has also been picked up by police last night. The court has put Shahjahan on 4-day interrogation. However, BNP Organising Secretary Imran Saleh Prince has been put on 3-day remand. BNP Senior Joint Secretary General Rizvi Ahmed said around 200 leaders and activists have been arrested in the last 24 hours. The BNP leader said the ruling autocratic regime has effectively turned the country into a massive prison. On one side, the government's subordinate election commission has called upon the BNP to join in the upcoming polls while simultaneously initiating a crackdown on leaders and workers at all levels, including senior figures. BNP characterized this situation as being comparable to a big joke.
অটোমেটিক বিকাশ করতে সেট করুন অটোপে বিকাশ থাকলে আর কি লাগে
Awami League is holding a march and sit-in program on the streets to protest the 48-hour blockade called by BNP, Jamaat and associate parties. Leaders and activists of Dhaka Metropolitan North unit of Awami League held a demonstration at Mipur 1 in the capital, while leaders and activists of South City of the party took a position on the road in front of the party's central office. Apart from this, Juba League is holding anti-blockade protest meetings and marches the city. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina reached Saudi Arabia to attend the International Conference on Women in Islam in Jeddah. Saudi Arabia, in coordination with the General Secretariat of the OIC, will host the conference from November 6 to 8. On Sunday, the Premier will offer Fatiha at the Rawja Mubarak of the Prophet, peace be upon him, when she will leave Medina for Jeddah and then perform Umrah in Mecca. On Monday, the Premier will join the opening event of the conference. Jatiya Party candidate Rakib Hussain and Jakir Party candidate Shamsul Karim Khokon have boycotted the Lokhipur 3 by-polls today. Rakib Hussain claimed his polling agents were forcefully removed from the poll centres. He also made allegations of vote rigging in Dattapara, Dorjipara, Borolia Darul Uloom Hossaini Madrasa and Dattapara Ramratan Bohumukhi Adarsho High School centres. A thin presence of voters has marred the ongoing by-polls in the Brahmanbaria 2 and Lokhipur 3 constituencies today. Beginning at 8 am, the voting ended at 4 pm. Dhaka Metro Rail compartments were seen packed with commuters this morning. Commuters in Dhaka were boarding the train in greater numbers to go from one part of the capital to others as Agargaon Motijil section of Dhaka Metro Rail opened to public this morning, almost a year after the first part of the Uttara to Agargaon opened. The opening of the entire route is now set to reduce travel time from one part of the capital to another by more than a third.
আজকে আমার প্রথম আমি উত্তরা ট্যাক্সের অফিসে যাব তো ভাবলাম যে আজকে প্রথম মেট্রো রেলেই যাই।
বিশেষ করে আমার জন্য অনেক সুবিধা হয়েছে কারণ আমার হাজবেন্ড মানে মতিঝিলে যেতে যেতে উত্তরা থেকে অনেক টাইম লেগে যেত, রাত্রে আস্তে আস্তে 11টা বেজে যেত। যাতায়াতের জন্য সময় অল্প লাগবে, মানে জার্নিও সুন্দর।
দেখছি 25 মিনিটে উত্তরা থেকে মতিঝিল যাওয়া সম্ভব হচ্ছে, যেটা কখনোই সম্ভব ছিল না।
অটোমেটিক বিকাশ করতে সেট করুন অটোপে। বিকাশ থাকলে আর কি লাগে।